Yo, what's up, Phantom Thieves? Arrow back with another video, and I want to talk to Sony fans today. In particular, live service games seem to be a heavy topic in the gaming community right now. Um, Platinum Games actually mentioned that they might start doing those. That'll be another video I talk about, but I want to talk to you, Sony fans, and you guys place a heavy, heavy emphasis on exclusive games as a reason that you get a PlayStation. So, my question to you guys is, would you guys buy a PlayStation and still support Sony if instead of focusing on first party exclusives, they went more towards live service games? And the reason I ask you guys this is because the report out there is, which actually it's a fact actually, is between last year and 2026, which is a 5 year span, they plan on releasing, and I say they as in Sony, plan on releasing 10 live service games. 10. That's a lot. That's a lot of live service games, okay? Like, I'll give you two because I don't play a lot of live service games, but I have dived into Elder Scrolls Online on my Xbox One X, and I've played Destiny. You know, I play Warframe, but Warframe they do such a good job. But even still, that game's been years in the making to get it where it is now. So I don't necessarily know how you get 10 games that are live service in the course of 5 years. But would you guys support Sony as much as you do now? Would you stay on that hill as much as you guys do if Sony decided we're going to focus more on live service games over the, what you guys think, the end all be all first party titles? Now, I'm going to go off topic for a second, but if you look at these games, right? I chose Ghost of Tsushima for a reason. Like, I play Fortnite, I have a lot of, and this is just off of here, but as you can see, the majority of these games here, outside of Fortnite and Monster Hunter, and Call of Duty Warzone, but these are first party games. Like, these are exclusive to the PlayStation. Like, a lot of Sony fans, and I'm talking about like the super fanboys, they talk about how important it is to have exclusives, but to me, Nintendo is where you go when you actually want exclusives. If you look at numbers, if you actually look at the numbers, you sell a lot more exclusives on the Nintendo platform than you do on the Xbox or the PlayStation. Sony, the super fanboys, Ghost of Tsushima, and I chose this background for a reason. I absolutely loved Ghost of Tsushima. It's only, and I'm not going to say only to downplay it, but based off of what you guys say, the PlayStation 4 alone sold 115 million units, right? But Ghost of Tsushima only sold 8 million. So if console exclusives are so precious, why is it that games aren't doing like what Nintendo's doing? I'll use them. Mario Kart 8, 43 million copies. And the Switch has sold 103 million now. That's almost half the fan base buying Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's almost half of the fan base who bought, even if you bought multiple copies. If you look at how many systems sold versus how many games sold, that's almost half. That's making an exclusive matter, okay? I just want to get that out the way. I'm not going to Xbox because a lot of people don't talk about, oh, we have to have Xbox exclusives for the system to be good. At the end of the day, it's all preference, but multi-platform games are what really, to me, sell systems the most, and multiplayer. But let's get back to topic, right? Sony fans, would you guys support Sony if they did more live service games, or if they started to do more multiplayer games? You know, Me, if they did more live service and more multiplayer, I would just stick to Nintendo and Xbox. Nintendo has great first party games, but I play Monster Hunter Rise. I play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I play Warframe. I play Mario Kart. I play a lot of Dynasty Warriors games on my Switch. So and I have the family plan that comes with the Sega. I pay like $10 a year to get my online, my 64 games, my Sega Genesis games, and then the NES and the Super Nintendo. So for $10, that's nothing. That's a great deal. And once again, I'm the consumer, so if it's a great deal to me, then I'm gonna keep supporting it. But if for Sony's sake, if they went more towards live service or multiplayer, they would have to be first party multiplayer games. They'd have to be exclusive because if not, I got an Xbox and a place and a Nintendo Switch for that. So I actually want to know, how big of a fan are you? How big of a fan are you? Are you actually with Sony to support them because they make great games all around, or are you with them? And think about this. Be truthful with yourself, right? Are you with them because it's the popular thing to do? Are you doing it because it best benefits you as the consumer, or are you doing it, And if you're not, hey, you might want to think about that. But you may be on a any game platform because a lot of your friends are on there. Okay, you unless you play single player all the time and you have no need for video game friends, that might benefit you to have a system. Not me personally, and not a lot of my friends, but that is a possibility. But we're gonna see we're gonna see how this live service thing works with Sony going forward. Especially, like I said, 10 live service games really don't even start to pick up until around year 2 or 3. Like Destiny 1 and 2 released pretty well, but they only got better as time went on. Elder Scrolls Online, it damn sure didn't. It won't be talked about in a good way until years later, where it's finally up to par. You have those exceptions like Final Fantasy 14, but a lot of the live service games do not pick up. If they do at all, they don't pick up. They don't pick up steam until years down the line. So unless you're gonna throw 10 live service games into the platform and just say, okay, well, they're released. That's not. I don't see that working out too well. So I really want you guys to sound off in the comments. This is not me hating on Sony. I have a PlayStation. I love my Persona. I love my Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. A lot of you guys might not even know what Berserk and the Band of the Hawk is. I love Ghost of Tsushima. I love my Samurai Warriors games that are only on PlayStation. But if they went live service, majority, I don't know if I'd be able to stick to that. Because then they don't focus on multiplayer. They don't focus on anything else. Typically, you still have your multi-platform games. And maybe that's what would keep me around, is the fact that, my brother and my best friends and stuff like that are on here. So maybe I would, but would I put such an emphasis on buying games and stuff for it? No. No. Because I can do that with my Xbox or my PlayStation or my Switch. So I want you guys to sound off and be honest. Be honest in the comments. Would you still, I'm going to ask one more time, would you still support Sony if they went away from first party exclusives and focus more on live service games? And if you don't know what live service games are, maybe I should have mentioned that. Like I said, your online, your Destinies, your Elder Scrolls Online, your Final Fantasy 14, stuff like that. Would you still stay on that hill if that's where they chose to start doing more of their business on? Guys, thank you for all the support. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.